Hello and welcome back to our channel. Good to have you here. Again, we are live right here again to answer all your questions concerning buying of properties. Before we start, I would just like to introduce us. We are Browdy Global Limited, a fast growing real estate company right here in Nigeria with offices in Enugu and Abuja. And we are reporting live from Enugu State, Nigeria. So today we are going to be talking about this beautiful property, right? This beautiful property that we have right here in Enugu. And to add that it is recently launched, right? We know the advantages that comes with a property that is newly launched. So this beautiful property is known as Peace Gardens Estate. So since we introduced this estate, we've gotten a lot of inquiries. And today we just choose to have this live session where we interact with you, where you also ask us your questions and all of that. So with me is...
Okay, my name is Obaleke Emmanuel. I'm a real estate consultant based in the state of Enugu, and I work with Browdy Global.
Yeah, and I'm Jacinta, your realtor too, right here in Browdy Global. So we're going to be talking about Peace Gardens. Peace Gardens is a residential estate right here in Enugu. And then this estate was newly launched. In fact, it is one of the fast growing neighborhoods at the moment. So if you have not heard about Peace Gardens Estate right now, I will let the video play so that you get to see this property yourself. Then we'll start our conversation for you. Stay tuned. All right, I believe we've seen the video of Peace Gardens Estate. Now that is Peace Gardens Estate. You can see it is very unique. Like I said, it's a residential estate that is located in a beautiful axis of Enugu that is fast developing. This particular property is sitting in between Gulf Annex and Trans-Ekulu. And from what you see, we assess it, currently we're assessing it from what's it called? Gulf Annex. Yes, we are assessing it from Gulf Annex Estate. From Gulf Annex Estate to get into Peace Gardens.
Exactly.
Now, I would say this particular property is very unique. It is very exceptional from what we've sold for the past 4 years, right? Because this one is sitting in a beautiful land, and then the view, the uniqueness is the view you are getting from that property. From there, you can literally see the entire Enugu city. So if you are looking for a top view or mountain view kind of property, then you need to buy into Peace Gardens.
Yeah.
So like I'm saying, Peace Gardens estate is a residential estate that is suitable for people that want to buy and build later, for people that want to buy and build for rental purposes, also for people that want to invest, right? Looking for a place that you can secure your money to avoid inflation eating it up. Peace Garden is for you. Peace Garden is also good for you if you want to, buy, build, and live in later. Say in the next 1 or 2 years, that Peace Garden is that place for you, right? So this that is Peace Garden, and it's a beautiful place actually. This from the video you can see how beautiful it is. Now we're going to be answering some questions. I know there are some questions that are running through your mind already that I'll be answering today. Remember, if you can see us clearly and hear us, type 1 and 2 in the comment section. And then if once you jump on live, you type hashtag live and your location. We want to know where you are joining us from. And if you have any question concerning Peace Garden as we go through the questions we already have, or if you have more running to your mind, drop it at the comment section and we'll answer them. All right, so we are moving to the very first question, right, that we get concerning Peace Gardens and that we are answering in today's video. So the number one.
Okay, so out of all the questions we received from prospect and client reaching out to us on Peace Garden Estate, the one that ranked number one is, where is Peace Garden Estate located? So we understand why people are asking this question, because when you want to buy property, location is one of the major factors that you need to consider. So they've been asking to know where exactly Peace Garden is located. And now I want to answer that question. So Peace Garden Estate is located adjacent Gulf Annex Estate. She mentioned that when she was trying to brief us a little about Peace Garden. So if you are familiar with Enugu State, you must know where Gulf Annex Estate is located. So Peace Garden is just adjacent Gulf Annex Estate, and it's also very close to Trans-Ekulu extension phase 6. I believe if you're familiar with Enugu also, you must know Trans-Ekulu extension phase 6. Now, currently, these two locations are basically how we assess Peace Garden. So you can either use Gulf Annex Estate to get to Peace Garden, or use Trans-Ekulu extension phase 6. But majorly where we are using currently is Gulf Annex Estate. The other part will stay under going on road construction. So if you're an investor and you want to know, you'll be asking where Peace Garden Estate is located. So like I just mentioned, it's just adjacent Gulf Annex Estate. And like she mentioned, is a very amazing property. I mean, where this property is situated is just on the hilltop. If you stand on that property, you could literally see all these locations, Gulf Annex and then Trans-Ekulu extension. This goes to tell you that this property is a property that is worth your investment. So we'll move next straight to the number 2 question.
Yes. So the next question is, who are the owners and developers of Peace Gardens? So Peace Gardens Estate is owned and developed by Base Map Global and Just Square Meters Limited, the developers of Divine Hectares Estate.
Exactly.
If you have heard me talk about Divine Hectares Estate, located in Centenary City, the same people that developed that estate is still the developers of Peace Gardens Estate, which tells you that we are not expecting anything less in Peace Gardens.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so the next question is, what type of title does Peace Garden Estates have? So this question is also very, very important, because title is basically what depicts ownership. So if you are buying a land without a title, simply means the land does not belong to you. Even if you have a receipt, that property can only, the proof that the property belongs to you is the title document covering that property. So for Peace Garden Estate, it comes with a registered deed and a registered survey plan. So first, what this means is that the property is fully registered and it comes with the right title. That means if you are buying Peace Garden, you are sure that the property is free from government interest because it is fully registered, it is free from any land dispute and free from all kinds of litigation or encumbrances. So it's a property that you are buying, you're sure that it's very genuine, and it gives you peace of mind and security. So Peace Garden is that property that you can invest knowing that you are making the right investment. Then we move to the next question.
Yes, I think you have already answered the next question. Are there no encumbrances on the land? He has already answered it, that there's no encumbrances on the land, and currently it is being fenced.
Yes.
Right? For a property to be fenced shows a level of ownership on the land.
Exactly.
So it is being fenced, and not that it's being fenced only, the documents of this property is already registered, and you can also verify it yourself.
Yes.
So the next question is, what is the price? What is the price of Peace Gardens estate? Now, before we talk about the price, let's quickly talk about the landmarks.
Okay.
Yes, the landmarks of Peace Gardens. So Peace Gardens is sharing common boundary with Gulf Annex Estate, which is off the Enugu Onitsha Expressway.
Yes.
Now, maybe you can go to our channel, you get to see where we drive through from ShopRite to Peace Garden. Now, driving from ShopRite to Peace Garden is about 10 minutes, right? About 10 minutes. Then, if you drive from from Trans-Ekulu, it's also about 10 minutes. So, it's close to town. It's a place that is very much accessible, all right? So, that is the landmark. So, now coming to the price. The price of a plot in Peace Gardens is measuring for 500 square meters.
Yeah.
So the price is 20 million naira against 25 million naira. So it's at a pre-sale price of 20 million naira at the moment, but the actual price is 25 million naira. So yes, so that is the price of Peace Gardens Estate. But it also comes with a 3-month payment plan, right? Where you can make a down payment of 10 million naira and get to spread your balance in 3 months. So you can make a deposit of 10 million naira and spread your balance in 3 months. So that is the payment structure for Peace Gardens Estate. Now, the next question that may be coming to your mind is, what are other payments am I going to make, apart from this 20 million naira I've mentioned? All right. So the payments, can we talk about them?
Okay. All right. So she has actually spoken a little about that, where she made mention about the initial deposit and duration that you have in order to complete your payment. So people are asking, look, outside the price for the land, are there other payments? Yes, there are other payments. So we have payment like documentation, and then we also for documentation, because you are listening to this live session, you are following this live stream. If you buy now, instead of paying 450,000 naira as the a fee for the documents, because you watch this video and you decided to take advantage to make payment now, we're going to give you free documentation. So instead of paying 450,000 for the documents, we're going to cancel that out and then give you the documents on free basis. Yeah, then but outside this documentation, we also have what we call development levy. So this one has to do with when you want to start building. Take for instance, you finish making payment for the land and then you receive your document. Now you want to take possession, maybe fencing, and then even build inside your own plot. This is when you get to pay this development levy, and this is only communicated when you are ready to start building on your land. So the good thing now is that you need to take advantage of this free documentation. I mean, call us even while we are discussing. Our contact will be in the comment section. You can just go ahead to call us. We'll respond to you. Then you can take advantage of this free documentation. Pay now while you get your document for free.
All right. Now, if you have decided to go with the 3-month payment plan, right, the next question that may be coming to your head is, if I make a deposit, what comes with it? So if you make a deposit of 10 million naira, you get an acknowledgement receipt, right?
Yeah.
And then your plot, you have the opportunity of choosing your plot in Peace Garden. So those buying now, for those buying now, you have the chances of choosing your plot.
Yeah.
Choosing your plot on ground.
Mm.
So you have the chance, the opportunity to choose your plot if you make a down payment now.
Exactly.
So when you choose your plot, you make your down payment, then an acknowledgement receipt will be given to you. But when you now complete your payment, then the entire document for that plot will be prepared and issued to you.
Mm.
All right. So yeah, we'll now move to the next question.
Okay, so the next question we received from people, clients, and prospects is that can I start constructing or building? Okay, sorry. It says, what do I get after completing payment for the land? So she mentioned something like she mentioned the document. So when you finish completing your payment, so when you must have received your receipt for the completion of payment, what you now get is the documents. So the documents are registered deed. That's the first document you get, and then you get a registered survey plan. So these documents are what you are going to receive when you complete your payment of any plots, depending on the number you want to buy at Peace Garden. Even if you are buying 10 plots, you're going to get registered deed and then registered survey plan.
Deed and registered survey plan.
Exactly. For
Deed
each,
and registered survey plan.
yes, for each of the plots that you are buying. If you buy 10 plots, you're going to get for the 10 plots. If you are buying 20, no matter the number, you're going to get for each of the plots that you are buying.
All right. So the next question people ask is, can I start constructing on my plot? Yes, once you get your allocation, right? Once you buy into a plot, this is an estate. So there's a process. The first process is that you inspect the land, right? Once you're okay, you verify the documents. Once you're okay, you go ahead and pay. After payment, your documentation will be issued to you.
Exactly.
Next thing, we bring surveyor on ground to allocate your portion of land inside the estate to you. Once that is done, you can go ahead and start building your plot. But remember, before you start building your plot, there is a development levy, right?
Yeah.
Development levy is usually the levy that you pay that covers for the infrastructures on the estate and as well the fee that goes to the community, right? So yeah, that is the development levy, what the development levy is all about. So it's just like when land is spiritual. So even if it's your village land that you want to build on, there's usually like traditional rights and all of that. So the development levy you're paying also covers for those traditional rights on the land. So yes, there's development levy. Then once you pay, you can start building on your plot of land. All right. So yes, there's another question. I think that's the last question we have for the day, right? But if you have any questions concerning Peace Gardens, you can drop it at the comment section and we get to answer them too. All right, the last one.
All right. So before we move to the last one, just in case if you can still see us and hear us very well, please notify in the comment section by dropping 1 if you can see us, and then if you can hear us, drop 2 in the comment section. Okay, so the last question on our list is there any restriction regarding the type of building I can construct in the estate? All right, this is a very, very important question. So there's no particular restriction for any structure you want to put on your plot. If you want to build duplex, if you want to build bungalow, or even if you want to build rental apartment, there's no particular restriction for it. But before you start any construction on your property, you need to ensure that your plan, whether it's the architectural plan, the mechanical, the structural plan, it needs to be approved by the government parastatals in charge of building. So I'm talking about the likes of Capital Territory. So this structure or plan needs to be approved by them before you start putting any structure on your plan. So she mentioned about the development levy and all those things. So once you complete those things, the next thing is to submit your plan to the government in charge of building here in the city of Enugu. So when they approve it, this is when you can now go ahead to start building. Because if you start building on your plot without approval, it could lead to demolition. That's why we're ensuring that you need to go through the normal process so that you don't encounter any challenge during the process of building or whatever you want to do on your plot. So it's very, very important. There's no restriction, but you need to ensure that your plan is approved before you start constructing.
All right. Yes. Again, your engineer can help you with that, right? So take care of all of this that you just talked about.
Yeah.
However, if I think all of you are asking me, is there stores? How far is the mall from away from the estate? Like I said, the closest mall is ShopRite, right? ShopRite is closest to Peace
Peace
Gardens.
Gardens.
We have to drive about 10 minutes, 12 minutes from Peace Gardens to ShopRite. However, with time, because Peace Garden is like in a new area that people are moving into gradually. So with time, just like the way Centenary City started,
Yeah.
and over time the bank stores moving there, a lot of shops are now there, a lot of offices are now there. Same thing is going to happen in Peace Garden as this. However, you can easily access ShopRite from Peace Gardens, right? It is also it's a place that you can also get water. You can drill borehole there and get water because of the nature of the soil there. So you can drill borehole and get water from Peace Gardens. So these are the things that are obtainable in Peace Gardens Estate. So Peace Garden Estate is located in that kind of area that usually develop within 2 to 3 years.
Exactly.
So I remembered when places like Golf in 2022, Golf was selling for 10, 15 million,
Yeah.
70 million. In fact, we even sold when it started increasing in price, it sold for 25 million, right? But right now, it is now about 45, 55,
Yeah.
even 75 million in Golf, right? So the same thing is going to happen to Peace Gardens. So if you're looking for place, that next place of development, where you can own property and within short period of time, the place is developing and people are moving in there, then Peace Gardens is in that kind of location. So all you need to do right now is to pick up your phone. Remember, you're getting free documentation if you message us right now, right? So
Yeah.
pick up your phone, call or WhatsApp us on the numbers in the comment section, and we will get you started. Any questions from the audience?
No, we don't have for now.
No question. However, anytime you come across this video, once you watch it, please just comment hashtag replay and the location you watched from. All right. Bye for now.